There is something falling toward Earth right now. Thousands of somethings, actually. Every single day, between 100 and 300 tons of space debris hits our planet. Most of it is dust, tiny grains of comet tails and asteroid fragments that burn up harmlessly in the atmosphere. You see them as shooting stars. But here is what keeps planetary defense scientists awake at night. There is an asteroid out there with your name on it, and we might not see it coming until it is far, far too late. Let me explain why. There are roughly 25,000 near-Earth asteroids larger than 460 feet across. That is big enough to destroy an entire metropolitan area. Of those, about 2,000 are classified as potentially hazardous, meaning their orbits bring them uncomfortably close to Earth. And here is the genuinely terrifying part. We have only found about 40% of the asteroids capable of causing regional devastation. The other 60% are out there, untracked, unknown, invisible to our telescopes because they are too dark, too small, or approaching from the direction of the sun where our instruments are blind. On February 15, 2013, a 65-foot asteroid slammed into the atmosphere above Chelyabinsk, Russia, at a speed of 40,000 miles per hour. It exploded with the force of 30 Hiroshima bombs. The shock wave blew out windows in 6 cities, injured over 1,500 people, and caused $33 million in damage. Nobody saw it coming. Not a single telescope on Earth or in space detected it before it hit. It approached from the direction of the sun, completely hidden in the glare. And that was a small one. Now imagine something 10 times bigger, or 100 times bigger. The Chicxulub impactor that wiped out the dinosaurs 66 million years ago was about 7 miles across. When it hit the Yucatan Peninsula, it struck with the energy of 10 billion Hiroshima bombs. The impact generated winds of 600 miles per hour. It triggered earthquakes of magnitude 11 worldwide. It launched a wall of superheated rock vapor into the atmosphere that literally set the sky on fire. Forests ignited across entire continents from the radiant heat alone. Then came the darkness. Trillions of tons of dust and sulfur were blasted into the upper atmosphere, blocking sunlight for years. Temperatures plummeted. Photosynthesis stopped. The food chain collapsed from the bottom up. 75% of all species on Earth went extinct. And here is what most people do not realize. Events like Chicxulub are not anomalies. They are inevitable. On geological timescales, large asteroid impacts are a certainty. The only question is when. NASA's Planetary Defense Coordination Office is working on this problem. In 2022, they ran the DART mission, deliberately slamming a spacecraft into a small asteroid called Dimorphos to see if they could change its orbit. It worked. They shifted the asteroid's orbital period by 32 minutes. But DART was a proof of concept, not a finished defense system. Deflecting a real threatening asteroid would require years of advance warning, precise trajectory calculations, and either a kinetic impactor, a gravity tractor that hovers near the asteroid and gradually tugs it off course, or in the worst case, a nuclear detonation designed not to shatter the asteroid, but to vaporize one side and let the expanding gas act as a natural rocket engine. The problem is time. If we detect a dangerous asteroid 10 years before impact, we have options. 5 years, we have fewer options. 1 year, and we are essentially helpless. And 6 months? 6 months, and all you can do is figure out where it is going to hit and evacuate. If it is big enough, there is nowhere to evacuate to. But there is another category of impactor that rarely gets discussed, and it might be the most dangerous of all. Long-period comets. These are objects that originate from the Oort cloud, a vast shell of icy bodies surrounding the solar system at distances up to 2 light-years from the sun. Long-period comets can take thousands or even millions of years to complete a single orbit. They approach from any direction, not just the plane where we typically watch for asteroids. And they travel fast, much faster than near-Earth asteroids, because they are falling toward the sun from enormous distances. By the time we detect a long-period comet on a collision course with Earth, We might have only months of warning, not years. And at the speeds these objects travel, even a relatively small comet would hit with catastrophic energy. We have no defense against a long-period comet detected with less than a year of lead time. None. The dinosaurs did not have telescopes.